Hello, thank you very much for having us here. My name is Dan Kelly. I've been the juvenile magistrate in Vigo County for 14 years. And I just wanted to tell you, because I know you've got our statistics, the weighted caseload numbers and all that, but I just wanted to tell you sort of briefly the real world impact that this has with the numbers we have. My first year was 2010, and we had just over 100 CHINS cases filed that year, plus the ones that had carried over from the previous year. This year, we're on track to have over 500. Most of those are removals from the home, which require detention hearings to be held within 48 hours of the removal occurring. So we also handle we handle the termination of parental rights cases, the paternity cases for the county, and the juvenile delinquency docket. And so the Supreme Court has given courts a directive. If you have an issue dealing with children, those should be expedited. And we take that very seriously. We do what we can to accommodate that. And of course, the CHINS cases have statutory deadlines. You know, the parents are entitled to a fact-finding hearing within 60 days, so they don't have to wait to prove that, that they are taking fine care of their kids. And that makes sense. But what happens then is we fill our docket to accommodate this large volume of cases. And so if somebody comes in and they say they're not getting to see their child that was born out of wedlock on the paternity docket, instead of getting that case scheduled within a reasonable time, they may have to wait 8 months for a 15-minute hearing. And then if the other party wants to hire an attorney, I'm faced with, and so they want to continue that case, I'm faced with, well, do I make sure I'm protecting that parent's due process rights by granting the continuance, or do I ensure the rights of the party that's already been waiting this long to get into court? So there are a lot of dilemmas caused by this. We have not increased our staff with this increase in caseload. We have these extra problem-solving courts that we also take our time with, which we think are very effective. I have, I think, taken, just to let you know, some of these numbers, I don't know where they're coming from. I think I've taken six days in the 14 years I've been there, been blessed with good health so far, and hope that continues. But we always do work from, if you don't know what we're talking about with the queues, we sign our orders, they're all electronic, and so we have orders that we have to look over, or motions and things like that. We have to go into there on the computer and do our work in that nature instead of signing paper copies in our queue. So that's why we're able to do work, as they've said, on vacation, and I think all of us do that, all the judges and magistrates that I know. But Judge, our Tuesday docket we might have which is our main CHINS, Child Need of Services Day, we might have an average of about 40 cases scheduled. And we just bring in one family group after another. It might be a case with, one mom and 3 dads, and I have to wrap my head around what's going on in that situation and make a decision about whether to return the child home or not. And then the next family comes in, and I have to get that fact situation. So we're often there till 6 p.m., maybe a 10-minute lunch break. Judge Sarah Mulliken, who oversees the juvenile court, she has taken on the responsibility of assisting with our periodic and permanency hearings on our child need of services cases, just because there's no time in our docket. And she's often there till 6 or 8 o'clock on every Thursday when she handles those. And it's just become, I like these other judges, I love my job, and I'm going to do this whether you support this or not. But I think for us to do justice to our constituents, we have to be able to accommodate them. We have to be able to get them hearings scheduled, and there's just not time to do that. The county is also paying now in Vigo County for somebody to come and mediate cases on these child need of services and termination cases, and he comes over twice a month, and that kind of helps our docket a little bit. If it weren't for that, there'd be no way we could even be in compliance with scheduling the cases that have to be heard. If you have any specific questions, let me know. I know you've had a long day of hearing.
Can I ask real quick? It appears from your submission, do you have an extraordinarily large number of CHIN cases, more so than other counties?
Yes,
so do you know why that is?
And I think it's because of our poverty. We have terrible addiction problems. That's why we have the Veterans Court, the Family Recovery Court, the Juvenile Drug Court, and the regular Adult Drug Court. We just have and mental health is obviously tied in with that. So we do, I think, sir. I think that's correct.
Any other questions? Yep, come on up. Yes, come up, ma'am.